Welcome to Gierok Farms. Today we're going to be harvesting corn. It's a beautiful October day and we'd like to take you along for a ride with us. Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. So we've got the corn crib all set up. We're going to use the MTA on the elevator, and you can see back behind we've already opened the stack for the year, the corn and hay silage pile, and we've started to feed in the barn out of that. Our goal today is to fill this one crib. Today we're harvesting the field here next to the buildings. This is the one that we use that turbo chill on in the spring. We'll see how this corn yields out. It's the first stuff planted and it seems to have dried down quite a bit already. Here it comes. Farmer George.
We got two loads here. You can see that one. I always look at how it shells, and I could tell I wasn't in the field 10 feet and I already knew this stuff's dry enough for the crib. You usually get a few kernels off the end. See, like this one here, this one's probably a little wetter because of that. The longer we wait, the drier it'll get and the more it'll shell, which corn today is bred to shell. And that machine was built in the 60s, the early 70s, so that's not designed for this modern day varieties, even though 200 bushel yield goes through it and it's cheap. So 6-acre field. This is the first one we planted. It was the first one tasseled in our area, 94-day rank. I put 4 rows on each one of these wagons, which is, I already know the yields are really good. So we're gonna get unloading here and hopefully we can get most of it done, but so far so good. We got breakdowns to be concerned about, I think. The weather's good. We're a little bit short of help. Aaron is at his day job, agronomy stuff, and Mason is on the school, college stuff, and Owen, of course, in high school yet. So, but maybe Mason will be home later to help us. So somebody is going to ask why we're using ollie again. We put some good used oil in there just to see, because we're kind of testing things. We don't know if it's just the bitterness of winter that's causing our problems to get antifreeze in the oil or what. But right now it's been good. We've been using it lightly, bringing wood home. Now we're going to haul this corn in with it. We don't have far to drive, so we'll be watching it. for a corn picker, you will get some field loss. But you got to realize it's all right here in the middle. There's none out there and none out there. It's all under the tractor. And this is a bit more than I care to see, but it's not everywhere like this. What happens is usually about 10 loads fills that crib. With the picker anyway. I mean, we can't only fill them so full with these steep hills, but I'm going to take you guys with me. Just be careful. clean the lens. It's a dusty job. Again, talking about the field loss, even the newer combines will lose some, and it's probably a little harder to tell by the way it kind of just scatters it everywhere. I mean, we try to look at the economics of this whole thing, and I always say the plus of it is even though we may lose a bit, it all stays right here in this field, and it contributes to the next crop the next year. So it's never a total loss. And as far as the economics of this machine, if I was to try to sell this, it's virtually worth iron price. It don't matter what condition it's really in anymore. So our cost is diesel fuel. As far as putting hours on these old tractors, it probably doesn't make any difference as old as they are anymore, all that there. It's our time driving it. A little bit of dust today ain't too bad. I'm probably gonna look a little dirty at the end of the day, but usually about 4 days, as long as there's no major breakdowns or anything, we're able to get it on. I think we're probably gonna whip most of all this today, I'm gonna guess, but I'm gonna put you guys up here on top to get a nice bird's eye view of how this thing works. There you go. Now I gotta focus on what I'm doing. thought you went into the corn crib. Okay. Somebody's gonna want to know what boxes these are. I don't know exactly what they hold. I mean, these cribs, they're all for the same, and anywhere between $9.50 and $1,000, because there's an aerator in there, and everybody's had it back in the day, had a different opinion on how much was in them. This kind of tells me a lot about how dry the corn is. You can just hear it. Dry enough, that's for sure, for picking. Usually you can put your corn in around 20 or 18 with a crib. As long as you get some cool blustery days after you pick, it's all good.
Hey there, viewers. I just got off of work. I was told to pick up the camera. The camera died, so I had to go find some batteries. Yeah, it's corn picking day. It's the 10th of October right now. I'm sure you guys will see this in a couple weeks. And I was sent to start unloading up the conveyor. My dad's up on the hill picking yet. I'm sure you guys seen a few clips on that earlier today. We're gonna try to finish off this bin here, and then it's supposed to rain later this week, so I'm sure we'll fill the rest of the cribs later. We'll probably have another video for that. I'm gonna get unloading. You guys will see me running wagons back and forth. I hope you guys enjoyed the clips from earlier. I don't know what Dad put on there, but hope they're half decent. All right, it's corn picking time. I just got that unloaded. It's time to go run the gravity box out. It's my dad. He's up on the hill pretty close in the yard, just giving her. Looks like he wants me to go to the other end. Hopefully Ollie makes her down there. We put her back together. She's just trying to figure out what the problem is again, but maybe she can retire in a few years. She's not ready yet. Can't claim retirement yet. In the crib, finally got to where we can't really see it anymore. It's above the slats or indents in the crib, so I'm gonna crawl up there and check and see how full it is and about how much of another load we can really fit in there. I'm guessing one load or less we'll have this full, and then we'll most likely move the conveyor today. Maybe not, maybe we'll just finish that field. Looks like Mariska even came over to greet me. Mariska's a good dog. You never could ask for a better pooch. All right, I better crawl up there, set up this ladder, try to get this done all in a timely manner before my dad's full with the other load. By the looks of it, it is decently full already. So it looks like only a partial load's gonna fit up there. You always gotta be careful when climbing these cribs. But it's quite a pretty view from up here. So once I get the other load here, I'll have to be watching it quite a bit closer. Normally it'll start coming out at the top a little bit, and then you can crawl up here and push it down the side some. Get it nice and tip-top full. Corn will settle a little bit over time too, but we're not gonna sit here and wait for all that to happen. It's been a good day so far. Quite a bit of corn in the crib. It is for sure slower than a combine, but you can't beat cob corn. Looks like he's got a pretty full load already, so I better get down and head over to him. Looks like he just finished the field right next to the farm. Who knows if we'll start another one here today. I guess we'll see if he wants to get hooked up again. Doesn't look like it. All right, we'll get this one hooked up, unloaded. It might be the end of today. It's probably gonna blow off the picker. Get it ready for tomorrow. All right, looks like we'll just fill this crib and finish off today. So the crib is full. Looks like we're gonna leave the conveyor and wagon here. Let it settle. We might fill it a little bit later tonight or tomorrow morning. So that wraps up day one of corn picking 2023. Corn's still falling off the roof over there. We're gonna get a little bit of this cleaned up. And if this wraps up the video here, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.